Is that this song?
That's the song.
I get the show's confused. Hello and welcome back to Season 4 of One on One with Glenn and Brent. I'm Brent.
And I'm Glenn.
And we like to say L1 Season 4. L1 Season 4. Trend us, hashtagging wise, L1 Season 4. If a single person will just use hashtag L1 Season 4, I'll PayPal you $2. Not someone not in this room or related to anyone in this room. It has to be a stranger to me. Anyway, we're back. Season 4, back here in the basement. How you been, Glenn?
Things aren't going well.
Oh, really? What's wrong?
We're not going to talk about it on this show.
Oh, is there another show we're going to talk about it on?
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward to that show. Look for our newest production from Two Men, One Couch Productions, Glenn's Problems. A little preview for the folks?
It's just a series of introspections and just states of concern. And you can really get into it.
I feel like we're losing people. All right, Glenn. Here we are. The 16-17 collegiate sports season is upon us. Today, we're going to talk about the upcoming season for the Louisville Basketball Cardinals. The schedule has come out. And we're going to be talking about the very fast and exciting start to the Louisville football season. Where do you want to start, Glenn?
We should start there.
On football.
U of L, ranked number 3 in the nation for the first time. Well, the highest we've ever been ranked. We were ranked number 3 in 2006.
Yeah, ties the highest ranking we've ever had. Also the first time we've ever received first place votes, except for, I think, one other time we received one first place vote. But otherwise, we had 5 or 6 first place votes this time.
We did.
Suddenly, it's gone from being a program that people were aware was out there, was doing its thing, to suddenly being in the talk about national title contender and Heisman, runaway lead Heisman contender in
his name? Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
and
God.
Even the difference, in 2006,
I'm drunk.
there were still a lot of doubts about the team.
Right.
It was like, they're pretty good, but they're more of an offensive team, and when they play someone real, they get killed. This team, only 3 games in, people are really talking like, we're going to run the table, we're going to do it.
Well, do you think, Louisville is, up until perhaps even this season, is still fighting the perception that we're really just a basketball school? I mean, as much money as they put into building world-class facilities, the Papa John Stadium, the practice facilities, bringing these coaches in, are we still, do you feel like this season will finally cement Louisville, hopefully, as a destination job, not just a stepping stone job to other schools?
That's possible. I don't know how much of it is people thinking we're a basketball school, or than it is just the gap between us and your Alabamas and LSUs and USCs and Ohio States. Maybe the perception is just solidified that we're not with them.
But here we are, 3 games in, 3-0, which maybe no great feat, except that, your first game, everyone says, well, who cares? That's Charlotte or whatever. Who cares? Second game, road game against Syracuse. Everyone says, well, they looked good. But, it's
Syracuse not a top team, but a comparable team to, it's a power conference team.
Right. But now, having trounced the number 2, Florida State, and this is Florida State, and it wasn't just that we beat them, we embarrassed them. Can there be any denying that we are legit, Glenn? Tell the people.
Only 3 games in, but we've crushed everyone. There's no sign that we're coming down from it. I mean, right now, you've got to humbly say we look like the best or the second best team in the nation. Only 3 games in, but still, you have that argument you can make, with the straight face.
I'm very straight-faced when I say I think we are going to be a national title contender. Now, the games on the horizon, everyone's looking at. We're at Clemson. Got to go to Death Valley, which is intimidating. and we're going to have Houston, which is now seen as a pretty important game people have circled on their calendars.
That should be the decider in a lot of ways.
Any thoughts looking down the schedule here? Anything else that stands out as a trap game?
I can't speak too much about the trap games, but I can say that Clemson has not looked as good as they have in recent years. They struggled in one of their games early on. Houston struggled against Cincinnati. So, I don't know. The sea wants to part for us, whether it has or not, I don't know. We have the Heisman candidate, the clear favorite for the Heisman at 3 games in. Mm-hmm. But it's not just him. We have weapons around him.
Well, I think you have to say a lot about the defense. I mean, I think the defense gets overlooked a bit considering the offensive show that we've had. But look at, we kept Florida State. They only got 20 points in that game, and it wasn't even that close. I mean, that last touchdown game in garbage time, we really held them to 10 for most of that game.
The thing about the victories, it's not like we're giving it our all and we're just really inspired. It really feels like we have a lot left in our pocket after these games. We haven't even shown, the Brandon Ratcliffe hasn't done much more than an average running back, really. He's played well, but he hasn't overextended. I don't know. Well, it's promising, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, in each of the games so far, Lamar Jackson's been able to finish the game watching from the sidelines. We haven't had to have him play a full game because he's put us so far ahead. It's not even close.
Arguably, Florida State will be the most talented team on paper that we play this year, or at least in the regular season.
So, does this at long last justify the decision to bring Petrino back in the fold? And how does it change your perception of him or the public's perception?
I still see Petrino the same way. I don't want to do any bashing here, but we all know the stories. He's done well.
We don't mean Patino.
But there are already rumors out that a certain Southern team wants him to coach for them. LSU.
Do you think he is a man of his word? Do you think he will stay and ride this contract out? Or is it simply a matter of the fact that if you throw enough money at someone, they're just going to have to go at some point?
His history is go.
His history is go. I'm suspicious myself. I'll be curious to see how it works. I'm still not sold on the guy himself, but you can't deny the results. He does, creates plays for quarterbacks. They're playing Petrino ball right now, and it is very effective, and it's entertaining to watch too. So
that's that combination of elite athlete at quarterback and the complicated system that Petrino has. It's really no one's able to touch us right now. So.
Well, there you have it. Things looking very promising. Glenn, you want to go ahead and call the season? Undefeated.
I don't. It's too early to make grand proclamations.
Barring any injuries or any other unforeseen occurrences.
If things go as they're going now, I think we will run the table. But it never seems to actually happen that way for anyone. So, hoping for the best. It sure would be great to make the Final Four and begin part of that playoff. But
I really do feel like we can get there, for sure.
We'll probably have to win out to do that.
And I think we will. I'm calling it now, folks. You're a national champion. Louisville Cardinals.
L1 Season 4.
L1 Season 4. Hashtag L1 Season 4. All right, moving along to basketball.
Which is what really matters.
That's what we actually care about. Football is what we busy ourselves with.
Football is a way to raise the profile for the basketball team, get more money in the athletic program to pay prostitutes to come in.
Why would you say? See, you brought this dark specter into the show. What we want this year is the year of good feelings. You remember 2013? Magical year.
It was.
We want those feelings and not the year of bad feelings, which was last year.
I stare things in their face. Those things, when they're facing me, I stare at them.
Well, when you're staring this one in the face, do you think we've seen the last of the penalties coming down the road? Are we done with this?
I would assume that we have not. I think you probably have a suspension for the coach in the future.
I just want it to be over with. I'm sure everyone just wants it to be over with.
But I I don't believe it's going to be anything more serious than that.
I would agree. I could see them giving him like a 3 or 5 game suspension, maybe during conference play, do like they did with Jim Boeheim.
Yeah,
like
it was 8 games.
It was 8 games. Well, fuck a duck.
Something like that.
If that's what happens, then that's what happens. But yeah, I would tend to agree. I could see some sort of suspension like that, but hopefully, we won't have to live through anything like we did last year. All right, real quick, Glenn, let's just take a look what we have coming up this year on the schedule.
Well, it's a stomach-churning schedule for Patino. He has said he needs Pepto-Bismol, I believe was his quote. Is it that we're playing Duke twice, Virginia twice? Is it that kind of stuff? Tough. I like it that way.
Yeah, we don't get UNC at home this year. Of course, we get UK at home this year. Any of the non-conference games stand out to you as being interesting, other than...
We play Indiana, right?
Yes.
The coach you like coaches them, but...
Tom Crean, it's a creep. Real creep.
I don't know him.
Did you say creep?
Creep. Tom Creep, if you will. Well...
Basketball is continuing to be my favorite sport. It's
what do you like about it?
Various things, like when they travel. The traveling calls.
It's your favorite sport.
Yes.
Do you like the way they dribble up and down the court?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're really not playing ball.
But I'm not the man on the microphone. So.
Oh, look. Cheeto Face is calling. Can we help you?
I happened to overhear the name Creep, and I thought that I would come to inform you, Brent, that I have opened up my own PayPal account. You can email me at brentsmom@gmails.com.
You're not my mom.
Oh, indeed. However, I will be expecting your $2 donation, Brent. I am very poor, and I am in need of surgery still after years and years of pain inflicted by you.
Okay, I expect you're wanting the $2 PayPal for hashtagging L1 Season 4.
I have already hashtagged L1 Season 4, Brent.
But as someone who has claimed to be the owner of this podcast and this corporation, and also the Louisville Cardinals, I don't think you're eligible to participate in the offer.
This year, I have extended my ownings to include Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
And yet you need $2 from me.
I need $2, Brent. I will not spend a dime on my surgeries unless that money comes from you.
Well, that's not happening.
This year, however, I will be renaming Papa John's Stadium because their pizza is terrible. We will be serving Domino's. Domino's Cardinal Stadium.
I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. If I don't have to see Papa John's face anymore, I will be so thrilled.
Mr. John was very kind to sell to me, but he will not enjoy this slander, I am certain.
No, he can take a flying fucking rolling donut, too. Or can you censor these things that I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Oh, right. Well, all right. I think that's about it, folks. The show's going a little bit long. Thanks, Orange Creep. You're not going to be getting any money from us anytime soon. Remember, folks, that is hashtag L1 Season 4. $2 to the first person who does the hashtag that I don't know, am not related to, and have never met. Please check us out on the Twitter, @Glenn and Brent. Please email us with Brent and Glenn @gmail.com. Nope, with Glenn and Brent @gmail.com. All right. You can send questions to Buzz at buzzquestions@hotmail.
Buzz is on a different show.
Buzz is on another show, but that just reminds me that you need to check out our YouTube channel, 2 Men, 1 Couch. I expect a new season of Bits and Brews with Brent and Brian and Buzz will be starting up here pretty shortly. So please, check us out, follow us, give us some love, reviews, etc. I don't know. Just show that you're out there. We just know that someone is watching.
If you'd like us to sing more songs, we're actually musicians. If you'd like to hear we could sing songs about the things we discuss. We could do that.
No.
We could hum more.
Yeah. All right, well, Danny's giving us it's been a long time signal, so we need to go ahead and cut this off here. Again, please do all those things that we ask you to do. Oh, God. And so, from all of us here at 2 Men, 1 Couch Productions, Danny Cass producing, we say good night and go Cards and go Krogering.
And hashtag Cannibal Cardinal.
Is it a cannibal? Oh, it's just unexpected more than anything.